This is a help session for the first tutorial in 3D modeling. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you basically where you can find some of the things that you need to use, so it should make life a little bit easier for you. Now the first thing is, right under here you notice there's a collapsing toolbar. That's a really hard, it's really annoying. That's a very important bar you need to use. I'm going to click on it and you notice how the little lines show up? That's going to lock the bar in place. Now the other thing I strongly recommend you do, this is on an OpenGL mode. I want you to switch everything to wireframe. You'll get a much better image if it's in wireframe. You click down here in the corner, go to the wireframe mode. Alright, so the first thing you're supposed to do is you're going to create text. Now, that button is not immediately obvious. There's a quick way of finding the text button. Click on the trash barrel, and you'll notice if you look back and forth, here's vertical text, and if you actually click and right-click, it actually gives you the different options. Alright, so I'm going to go with something funky. I don't even know what baby cruff. That's too nasty. Bauhaus, bold, big, 36 font. Say OK. And then all you have to do is say close the trash barrel, and I'm just going to type that in. Okay, now you notice that this is two-dimensional. The way you make it three-dimensional is to click this tool. You notice there's a number of different tools over here. This is called the sweep tool, and that'll make it more a little bit larger. You also notice there's another hidden toolbar here, right here, and this one actually allows you to twist this side and move it around and do stuff with it. I encourage you not to distort it too much. If you do, it won't really look very good. So I'm just going to leave it the way it is. Alright, and I'm just going to hit the white arrow to make it a single object. Alright, now if you want to see what it looks like, I'm going to click in the screen, and I'm just going to render the scene, and you've got this gray object. Alright, and if you want to see it in OpenGL mode, click on that, and you can actually zoom in on it and see what it looks like. Okay, now as far as painting is concerned, I'm going to cover that in a different lesson. What I do want to talk about right now is how to animate a camera. So what I'm going to do in this top view here, I'm going to click down, fourth button over, and I'm going to click on a camera, and the camera appears right here. Alright, if you notice it, I can click on the object move button, which is right here at the top. It's that palette, and I'm going to move the camera around, and if you look very carefully, you'll notice the camera doesn't change direction. I'm going to have the camera look at my name, but I want you to notice something about the name. If I were to move the name actually rotates around an axis that's on the outside of the object. I want to move that axis to the middle. And so the way I do it, if you look all the way across, right here next to the little checkerboard thing is the axis tool, and I'm going to click move axis to center. Alright, so when I click on the name, now the axis is in the middle. So what I need to do, I'm going to take my camera, I'm going to click up here and drag down right in here up to the next to the animation panel up upper left hand corner. I drag down this what's called the look at tool, and remember the camera has to be selected when I do this, and I'm going to take the glue bottle and I'm going to glue the eye of the camera to my name. Okay, so I want you to look what happens. Click on the camera again, and when you move the camera around, you notice how it continues to look at the name. Okay, now to get a real sense of what you're doing, I'm going to take this perspective view over here, and I'm going to go change, click on the little house, and go from perspective view to camera view. And this is what the camera's actually seeing. Okay, so that's how you get this started. That's how you use cameras. That's how you create text. Alright, I'm going to leave this for now so that you guys can just do this, and then we'll move on to how we create an animation in a couple minutes.